Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Aww. Yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay and Company law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Alright, another testimony.
It was 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any— Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes! I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright, this will probably be the last thing that we do before calling it. Okay, so it was 9 p.m. Unfortunately, there wasn't really anything too obvious, so I'm just gonna have to press everything until I find something. Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe we should press a little harder on this one. Do it! Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Stop him!
The poor girl!
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? One with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair, that was Mia Fay?
Uh-huh. Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty, if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person attacking her? Mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony! Hold on a minute, that testimony stinks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning? No one tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor! I saw her! And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn! Almost had her! Ah, jeez. I'm really hoping that we could be done with this, but I really don't want to just stop in the middle of a testimony. Well, if it goes on long enough, I might just have to break it into 2 episodes. So, we'll see. We'll see how long this goes until we can find a good stopping point.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did. The clock. The kind of statue-y clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay. Am I still just gonna have to press? Do I have anything that could potentially have done anything? There's the wiretap, but there's no point in doing that. Hold on. Floor plans. Okay, so we have that. We have the broken stand, the plant. Hold on, hold on. Dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Okay, so if we check the floor plan, she ran off to the right. I mean, there's the chairs right there. And the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with the weapon. The clock, the statue clock, the thinker. See, that's the thing that's kind of bugging me. Dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. That's what's bothering me. Is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright. Please continue. Alright, so that didn't tell me anything. Okay, let's maybe just press everything. If we can't do anything, then that's gonna be what I'm gonna try to, use evidence on. So you saw me then, too?
Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere.
Spiky? The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney.
Aw, was I a bad girl? I'm sorry.
Very well, continue. Alright, I don't think there's really anything... Unless there was anything there to, like, specifically point that, because we obviously know that's bogus. Yeah, there's nothing really here that would indicate that. Girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Let's press her on this. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then? And she hit the weapon. I saw it. Where did this weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it? The thinker clock. A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. See, that's the thing. You can't tell that it's a... Okay, so maybe not the floor plans. The statue. The statue is it because you cannot tell that it is a clock from a distance. Miss May, what you just said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor! And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Oh, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Faye and Company.
No? Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
Law offices of Faye and Company, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... It really could be either of these. She couldn't have heard it. I mean, she couldn't have heard it. It would mean that it was too far away. It couldn't have... You know what? That's a very good point, because you have to turn the head to actually make it say the time. At least I think. Well, I mean, the murderer actually hit it. Man, now I'm double guessing myself. Because in the last murder, it told the time as the one dude was hitting the murder victim with it. So, I mean, theoretically, it would have gone out. I can't actually see, like, no, I can't actually, damn. I was hoping that I could, like, go back and see the log of, like, the other dialogue. Crap. Okay, well, I've basically got a 50-50 shot at this. She couldn't have heard it. Wasn't the window closed? I'm pretty sure the window was closed. So how could she have heard it? Even if the offices are pretty close to one another, it'd be really hard to hear it. But I mean, the whole point was saying that, yeah, it's just close enough, so just doubling down on it I don't think is right. I'm gonna go with this, so we'll see. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. That's right! That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Huh. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much! The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed was... conversation. Yeah, tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Mia just straight up said it. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working?
Oh, that's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that this weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was it from again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes! There's only 2 in existence! The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well, then let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. It was made by Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything is sold in stores!
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Yuck.
Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Oh, jeez!
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... You heard it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. She wiretapped Mia's phone. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness is in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous! Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon is a clock. Isn't it on the phone? It's a clock. It just goes back to the phone. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the Thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair! All of you ganging up on me like that? I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal with the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question!
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I'd hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil, evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious! No way!
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so, the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not at the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No! You're going to just let her walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. I say call the bellboy. Miss May isn't going to be able to do anything else, so we gotta call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What?
I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? I guess accept? Give up just doesn't seem to do anything because that just leaves the trial as is. So I guess we don't have a choice. Alright, I've got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Huh. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. Oh, jeez. How long is this? Can we call it here? I think we can probably call it here if I can save. The problem is, I don't know if that explicitly just does it at the trial or it picks it up from this point in time. Well, we're already pretty much, this has already been quite long enough. It's enough for like 2 episodes. And hey, worst case scenario, we can just pick back up from this point even if the load doesn't actually bring it from where I actually saved it. So, next time on Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We continue with the testimony as we bring in the hotel bellboy to the stand. Hopefully we can get something that helps, you know, clear Maya. Pretty sure that was the right call, because I'm pretty sure just give up just means that the court just takes the decision as is. So, I don't think I made a mistake. I don't think the game would continue if it was that sort of thing. But anyway, next time, the bellboy is called to the stand. So, until next time, everyone, take care.